Good morning, everyone. We are live at Concord, Krakow Hall. It's an area, Krakow Hall. It's an area in the Pagua Bay vicinity where some residents want to call attention to an issue that they have been experiencing. So we're going to hear from them at this moment. Good morning.
Good morning.
And can you just tell us why we are here this morning?
Well, we have a water problem. It has been going on for a while, and with no notice, our water would be just cut off. The Dowasco men, we call, they're fixing, and in a little while again, the pipe is broken. So we are just fed up with the situation because it's going to be, and it's a continuous thing. We coming up from outside, you left water inside. When you reach inside your house, no water. It's just a situation that we cannot deal with, and we are fed up with that right now. So we are here to see what can be done to stop that problem, because we cannot do without water.
And when you say it has been going on for a while, can you just give us an approximate timeline as to?
Well, it have been months. Yeah, because while we were, my family was out of state. My son was here. That was in July, August. And he would
about
tell
6
me,
months.
yes, it's
6 months or more.
6 months. Look, from July, it's like four to 5 months. And he would say that no water. So it has been going on from around July, no water, and last week, like 3 days without water, without no notice. Nobody collect water. When you come to in your kitchen, you just open your pipe and nothing. So we cannot deal with it anymore.
So have you reached out to Dowasco?
Yes.
And
several.
What has the response been like?
Well, they would come, they would fix, but they themselves, I think, to what I can say with, sometimes they are frustrated with the situation, because it's sometimes how many times a day they would have to come out and fix.
So what is causing? It's not because of them actions of Dowasco that's causing this?
What is causing that is the Chinese men with their heavy equipment going on the Krakow Hall Road. I'm not sure if it's stones or what they're taking for the airport, and that is damaging the pipes that is giving us water from Dowasco tank or intake, however maybe they call it. And when the Chinese men destroy the pipes, they would not inform the Dowasco. So we would have to inform the Dowasco. At that time, sometimes it's already late. So it's not any fault of the Dowasco, because whenever we call the Dowasco, if they can come at the time, they would come. But it's a recurring thing. I think myself, they are frustrated with the whole situation.
So have this situation been brought to the attention of the Chinese?
Well, Dowasco brought it up to their attention. They asked them to assist and they refused. They asked them to cover the pipes so then it wouldn't get broken. Well, it's already covered, but it's a thin layer. So what Dowasco asked them to do is maybe put some tarish, put some stones to help cushion the pipes. And they refused to do that. They just keep bursting it and continue their work as usual, which is not fair to us. Because look at where we are. We have elderlies, we have children, and we cannot deal without the water, and they continue their business as usual. So it's not fair.
So what's next?
Well, we are here. We called Dowasco to come and fix. We called the Chinese to come. They came a while ago, but to me, they don't even know what exactly they can do, or if maybe they're just pretending. They don't know, because he said that they have equipments that they can fix, but they're waiting for the Wasco, and when the Wasco come, they will come back to see how they can transport the equipment for the Wasco. But then he's telling me again he's leaving and the road is passable, so the Wasco would need them to bring the equipment. So it's just like they're pretending that they cannot really speak the English too well and they're not understanding what you're saying. So they're just saying they know, they understand, but they're doing work and they're carrying the stuff and whatever it is. Don't get me wrong, I am for development, but I cannot push myself at the back for development. I'm 150%. If whatever they're doing is for development, I am for that. But you have to prepare whatever you're going to use for your development. Prepare the roads properly, prepare the pipes, secure the pipes, because you're affecting the people. We need our water. We need whatever they're doing, whatever their development they're doing, we need it, yes. But we also need our water. So I always know if you're going to do something, the first thing you have to do is prepare your place. So they had to prepare our pipes, secure them, and then they could do whatever it is. Don't mash up the road, don't destroy the pipes, prepare all the things. Find proper ways that the trucks can pass, the heavy equipment can pass, without letting the people suffer.
So as we speak, you do not have water?
No.
And this has been from since this morning or from since yesterday?
From since Saturday.
From since Saturday you have no water?
Yes.
Okay. Well, let's just get a few more remarks.
Yes. You know, this is a class. My name is Edison James, and I'm here as a resident who has been affected by the situation just described by Ma'am. This is a classic situation in which the necessary environmental impact assessment, had they done it, it would have pointed to the fact that this kind of disruption would happen and the mitigating actions would have been put in place. We have a situation here, as you heard Merva said, that these disruptions, water disruptions, have been happening frequently. And our concern, or one of our deep concerns, is the callous disregard and the callous way in which these disruptions have happened, and the people involved have decided that we do not matter. They know the pipe is broken. They take no action to repair it. We are told by the Wasco people, at least in this particular case, that they were not even informed by the people who are doing the work here that the pipe had been broken. The people doing the work here know that the pipe was broken. And the attitude seemed to have been, well, it's broken, so what? If they don't have water, so what? And that is one of the things that is so irksome in this situation. As you heard, people got up yesterday morning or Saturday morning and no water, no notice, nothing of the sort. We are having electricity disruptions. At least we are being told to expect the disruptions. The water disruption in this case, no notice, and even when they are aware that the water system has been broken, they do nothing. They continue their work as usual and, tell us basically just paddle our own canoe. That is that's at the heart of our concerns about what is going on. Now, we have been in touch with the Wasco. We have been in touch with the Chinese operators here. The Wasco have indicated that they did not know, they were not informed about this disruption in the supply. So last night I called the manager late, didn't get him, I got him this morning. We spoke to one of the senior supervisors in the area, and that is the information we have. And that is one of the things that is so ridiculous, okay? That the pipe is broken, people cannot get water, you know you've broken the pipe, you do nothing about it. Now we are told that there's been discussion between the Wasco and MMCE, the company which has overall responsibility for this work that's going on. There have been discussions where the Wasco apparently have proposed to MMCE that there should be a complete relocation of the line, the pipeline, from the source where the breaking is happening down the other side. And there's a certain financial aspect to that. I gather some $80,000 or $800,000, and the OWASCO has been seeking to get MMC to agree to pay that money, and there seems to be a bottleneck somewhere. Now, again, that is the kind of thing that a proper environmental impact assessment would have thrown up. It probably did throw it up, and action taken. So we are saying it is time for them to do that, because this project apparently is going on for a while, is going to go on for a while. And unless that shifting of the pipeline takes place, we will continue to have these disruptions. And if the attitude continues to be the same, where the pipeline is broken and the operators here just continue as though business as usual and leave it to us and our agony, then it will not be right. So that is why we felt it important to come out here this morning. And really it's unfortunate that, in so many of these things, it has to take protest action to get things done, which should have been done in a normal course of things. So we're here this morning, we are waiting, and none of these people here has anything that they can do that urges them to go back to their home and stay away from here. So our interest is to be here this morning until the work is done. This morning, this afternoon, tonight, tomorrow morning, we'll be here until the work is done. The parliamentary representative here is here, and I know he was involved in some discussions here at some early stage when one of the residents up there raised the issue about what is happening here. That issue, as far as I'm concerned, hasn't really been resolved. But this one, and this is the people from North End, Pagua, Hatton Garden. I understand Concord might be involved in it, so it's a part of Carib Reserve, I understand. So basically, we are saying, look, resolve the matter once and for all.
And presently, the Chinese operators are not able to access the chippings or the stuff that they go for here.
Well, there are a few vehicles out there which seem to have broken down temporarily. So it means that there's not vehicle access from that side to in here. So if they have to bring stuff up here, I suspect to the extent that they can carry it by hand, they will probably do that until those vehicles are.
And you are saying that you are prepared to come out here until...
No, not prepared to come out here, prepared to stay out here.
You are prepared to
we are here.
stay
out here
until sufficient attention has been...
And it's not idling, because there's not much we can do at our homes, because we have had no water.
And I also see persons here who working persons, so indicating that they are able to go to work.
Yes,
either.
Go to work, go to school.
Okay.
Yeah. The other thing, again, in the context of this environment impact study, from time to time, the river, the back there, the St. Mary River, is completely muddied and without any notice. So if you are having a bath in the river, or if you are seeking to collect some water in the river, all of a sudden the river becomes completely muddied because of operations happening up there. And if you're going to do the operations up there, it is not as though a shower has just come down suddenly on you. You're going to do an operation there. You know it is going to result in the complete muddying of the water. Give notice to the people around that for the next half an hour, for the next 2 hours, the water will be muddied. So look, organize yourself. Nothing like that happens. There is either a negligence at best and a contempt at worst. Okay? And again, when people talk about a proper environmental impact assessment and doing things properly, these are the sort of things that they're seeking to avoid.
But I must also ask, because we have seen in recent times citizens bringing issues to light, and then we have seen nothing done about it. Do you think that in your situation things may be different? Well,
I would hope things would be different. I really hope things would be different. That's an interesting observation you make. I know we say. You will say. That's a little cockeye there. Okay? But I'm not in a position to deny and to doubt what you've said, and that is unfortunate. So that we're here now. We will probably find that, okay, they come and they do a fix, and then things continue, it happens again, and then we have to protest again. And then, you know what, as you mentioned it there, we're going to get some priest, whether he loves us or whatever, who will say that is because we are protesting, because we are making this, that is why murders are happening. That is kind of unfortunate situation, that the citizens are provoked in this way, neglected in this way. And when citizens protest, you have people like a priest who I saw write something the other day say that's because people are criticizing the government, that is why murders are happening. You understand the danger that we are in? That's the danger we are in.
Well, I can think of two instances from off my head. We had the Kalinago bus drivers, as well as the parapets there, and we had him on his road the other day, and we really saw no resolve to this. So that's what I'm asking, do you think that you being here today is actually going to
you
be
ask
some
me
result?
that question. Let me just say, that is why the citizens and the government and the citizens must be engaged, and they must be engaged proactively. Okay? So you're going to this activity or any other activity. You sit down, you determine what has to be done, and you assess who it is going to affect, the people that are going to be affected most directly, and you engage with them. And you say to them, this is what we are going to do. When they were going to do the road from Debuash from my place, Hatton Garden there, up to Pocassi, on my insistence, the public works people engaged with the people who are going to be affected along the road. We met at Concord and we shared information. They told us what was going to happen. We indicated to them what our concerns were. So this is what has to happen all the time, and particularly in this area here, a pristine, untouched, unspoiled area. And you come in a project like that, it is so important, especially when what you see now, you're going to affect the water, the pipe-borne water, you're going to affect the river. That is why it's so crucial for that kind of dialogue to have happened and take on board what the situation is and do it properly. But you see the power rep is here, and I suspect he will probably be able to articulate better than I do.
Any other comments before we go to the power rep? Any other persons would like to say something?
You said it all.
Good morning, Mr. Charles.
Good morning.
And how are you this morning?
I'm okay. Okay. This project that's going on, early on we had an issue with David Shagel and the CR5. I predicted that problem because Doasco said the pipe is shallow, and if you do not cushion it and bury it deeper, the pipe is going to burst every day, next week, this week. And as we speak today, when Doasco arrive and they fix the pipe, I know that pipe is going to burst again, because the CR5 and Doasco is in contact to shift the pipes and bury it deeper. But up till today, this have made a cost of what, $800 and something thousand, which I don't think should have a problem, because this water source is supplying from North End to Kingston and Concord and beyond. So in the interest of people, humanity, and livelihood, I think $800,000 is joke to spend on shipping some pipes, because we just spent $8 million on CO. So what is $800,000 to fix some pipes? $800,000, that is joke to fix pipe for humanity. We're not trying to hinder any process or any progress, any international airport. And again, nothing was sent to the village council on what is going on here. We're just guessing and asking questions. There's a CEO of the international airport project, which is Samuel Johnson. There is the lands and survey people, which is Lestral and these other guys, and Bernard Lloyd. No one came to the village council members. No one came to the proprietors, the owners of the land, besides the people who are benefit of them. No one came to the public notifying them about anything. Everybody just go along, do what they want, because it's one for one set. But anyway, we're trying to move forward with that. We're trying to get the pipe shift, because this is going to continue and occur again. So without resolving that problem, the 800,000 of shifting the pipe or relocating it, which is going to cost more than 8,000 again, because some of these lands are private lands. So you got to go on private people's land. And again, the EIA, if all this has done, they will know it's private land, it's 800,000 to shift the pipe. But again, this was not done, and I don't even know what to say again. But try and rectify this for the people and their livelihood.
When you say try and rectify, you're speaking directly to Doasco or to CR5 or to MMC?
I'm speaking to the sponsors of the international airport. You can redirect funds, because these pipes were buried for like 3-ton vehicles, 5 ton. But you're talking about 50 tons, 55, 65 tons is passing here now. You know, those pipes going to be broken continuously. So without spending the 800 and something to relocate it, they're going to spend more than that because every time you have to call the Wasco to fix the pipe, there's a cost to it. Of course, there's a cost. Pipes is being damaged, you have to pay workers. Guys used to come here after 12. In the beginning, they used to come here 12, 1 o'clock to fix pipe. But again, the Wasco workers is fed up with it. They say they're only working hours now because this is coming like a nuisance. Because it was 3 times a day, 3 times a week, that's not making any sense. So better to rectify it, spend the 800 tow, it's going to happen again, you know. And a lot of people wasn't aware is that was causing it. It's after later down in the month, that's what happened since in May. I have personal experience when I have to leave my house because I have a 4-wheel, you can come and drop the worker up there after 10 in the night. And it's been happening since all through the summer. You only have realized it when the tank run low, but it's going to happen again, so they need to rectify the pipes and ship them.
Mr. Charles, we saw you earlier this year. We saw you over at the road leading to your house, to your farm, and nothing was done.
For the extension?
Yes. Do you think that this time will be different?
Well, this time I think it's a different predicament.
Okay.
Last time was maybe they not have no interest in the farmers, or what the last time, or this time is residents, people livelihood. Last time was the farmers, so as you can see, they have no interest in the farmers. So right now, is livelihood of people right now. So I want to see what is weighing where. So even the people they have no interest at all of people livelihood and water supply. Let's wait and see. If it's 800 tow, it's too much to spend for people livelihood. Let's wait and see.
Thank you. Are we able to see the pipe that you are referring to?
No, it's about 2-3 miles away.
Okay.
And only 4-wheel drive or even...
4-wheel drive can't even go.
4-wheel drive can't even go up there.
So presently, we are, for those of you who are joining, we are
That's a quarry
somewhere between Hatton Garden and Concord, a place called Kwapo Hall. We are on the Kwapo Hall Road, for those of you who are from the area and know this road. And the residents living in this area are drawing attention to an issue that they have been dealing with since May, where the pipe supplying water to their homes are constantly being damaged, and they think that, well, they believe that they need to have some concrete answers and a concrete solution. And so they are here and they are prepared to be here until they receive such. This is Emonews, and we are...
I think I'm the Wasco just doing it. The Wasco just doing it.
Okay, so we see the Wasco again have been called and they are on the scene. So we are hopeful that they will be able to bring some real answers for the residents here. So we'll just stay on a bit to hear if they are going to have any answers that we would like to share. So in the meantime, while we wait,
yes, as a resident of North End, I am here this morning to give support. As we all know, we can't do anything without water. And we as residents, we realize sometimes things will happen. But what is most worrisome is the total disrespect of the residents, where we are not informed of what is going on, and the fact that we are told one thing and something else is done. So as was said previously by many others, we are here for the long haul. We are going to ensure that we get water, or water is restored before we leave for the day.
Thank you. So this, I believe, is the Garakan plant, for want of a better word. I think over there for sure, that's Garakan. So this is the general area for those of you who are familiar with this area. So we are seeing some Wasco workers, and they are going to I guess, see what they can do. Have you heard from the Dowa School officials, Mr. James?
Yeah, we heard earlier, and at least 2 of them are here now.
Okay. So they are going to attempt to temporarily fix as in the past?
They have to wait for the equipment. These are probably the advanced group.
Okay.
But they have to wait for the materials to come in.
Okay, so they are about to...
No, they're some way from actually starting work because I think this is just the advanced crew. The people are locally based.
They come to do some assessments?
There's a crew coming up from Portsmouth and one from Roseland.
Okay.
Because it seems to be a major job.
Okay.
But you see the extent of this work here. We do not know, what exactly is happening. It seems that we had heard that they were going to put a crusher here. And it seems that those things look like a crushing facility, but we do not know what the associated structures.
Okay, so the people from the Rascal are saying that they're going to repair the broken line.
Yes.
And this is what you all are saying that they have been doing, which is insufficient to fix the issue.
Quite often they come to do the same thing over and over. You know, I'm a resident in this neighborhood, and it's embarrassing when I have my guests, there's no water and stuff like that. I feel embarrassed, so we have to get this fixed at this time. Right.
So you have guests, so that means that you run a business. Did you say guests?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So your business is being affected, impacted.
Yeah, because no water. I'm feeling embarrassed when I don't have no water and I have people in my home.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So we have to get this thing right. And this is not happening once, it's happening often. You know what I'm saying? I get up in the morning, no water, no lights. Just taking water, taking lights. Come on already.
Yeah.
I know it's I don't even know what to tell you what it is all about, but I'm so upset.
Okay.
So you just have a blessed day.
You too. Okay, so we will keep you updated as to the progress here. And for now, we are saying goodbye. And thanks for joining me. Any final words from anybody before we leave? Any final words?
We need some water.
The only final word would be that we are
I like to wash at home.
We didn't have lights on Saturday.
Friday.
Friday.
we wanted to talk
On Saturday. We didn't have lights on Saturday, so we had to do all our laundry and everything on Sunday, and no water. So we are here.
They send back the water. They fix the pipe as soon as possible because we cannot stay without water. We need water.
And we don't just want a short term. We want something, a permanent solution to this problem. It's not just come, fix it, and as soon as they want to fix it, by the time they reach where's the problem, it will come again. So we want a permanent fix. We don't want a quick fix.
And just so that we ground the issue, we remember some time back a gentleman by the name of David. Mr. Charles alluded to that earlier. He had some issues up that road as well. And there is also another issue over at Londonderry, which is affecting the secondary school, where the stuff is being dumped and it's blocking some exit for the water. And so we have a pool being created in the Cabana area. So this is not the only issue associated with this project, just so that we ground the issue, so that we understand all that is happening on the ground. So final words, Mr. James, before we say goodbye.
Let me say again, what you've said there emphasizes the folly of embarking upon a humongous project like the construction of an international airport without doing the necessary feasibility and assessment and the environmental impact assessment. What you spoke about with respect to the Cabana, what is happening there, as you probably know, is that a tremendous volume of soil is being removed from the Wesley area and dumped at Cabana, because it seems the soil that is there in the Wesley area is not suitable to accommodate the airstrip. That would have been picked up, that would have been identified in a proper environmental impact assessment. It is the same thing here, as I said earlier. And so that is emphasizing, highlighting the folly of how we went about this matter. Okay? So we are experiencing it now, and what we want is a permanent solution. The advice we have, the information we have, is that what they're going to be doing there today is a very temporary fix, and we are very likely to find that within a short time, we will be back to square one. So the solution that has been suggested, a complete relocation of the water line, that is what should be effected. And to the extent that there's a costing to that, and that an approach has been made to the people involved in the industrial airport, that we are urging that that be done. If it's $800,000 in the context of $1.3 billion, $1.3 billion, $800,000 cannot be that significant, bearing in mind what we are seeking to achieve with that money. So there we are. If I had another hat on, I would have said that is why we are urging to bring back our $6.6 billion so that we can have no difficulty in finding the financing to do these kind of things. And the other thing I would say, not only with respect to us in this valley now, but across the country, let me put my statesman hat on and to say to this administration, please look at the attitude, look at how you're doing this. You cited a number of areas where residents are having problems because there has been this attitude that we can do what we want. We can do what we want. Change that attitude and find a way to engage with your people before you embark upon activities that will affect them negatively. That would be my message and my advice.
And with that, for joining.